Students, in last video we have seen three principles of insurance, that is principle of utmost good faith, principle of insurable interest and principle of indemnity. Now in this video we will see remaining principle. So next one is principle of subrogation. The principle of subrogation enables the insured to claim the amount from the third party responsible for the loss. It allows the insurer to pursue legal methods to recover the amount of loss. For example, if you get injured in the road accident due to reckless driving of a third party, the insurance company will compensate your loss and will also sue to third party to cover the money paid as claim. So, in principle of insurance, a principle of subrogation is the fundamental principle. Principle of indemnity is the outcome of this principle. Therefore, life insurance is not applicable in this principle. This principle applies in fire and marine insurance. This principle is established to compensate to the loss against the damages of the insurer. If the claim is settled by the insurer, then the ownership of that entire property would be of the insurer company. This principle helps the insurer company to prevent double insurance. Alright? According to this principle, after paying the compensation, the insurer steps into the shoe of the insured. In other words, when the insured is compensated for the loss or damage to the property insured by him, the right of ownership of such party passes on to the insurer. This is also a corollary to principle of indemnity, because once the compensation is given, later on, if insured realize some money by sale of damaged property, that will bring profit for him, and insurance is not a contract of making profit. So the insured person cannot do so by any way. Say for example, if a person met an accident through his car and his car is totally damaged and insurance company accepted the claim of car up to the value of the car, that is, say for example, 4 lakh rupees. In such case, if insured wants to sell the remaining parts of car and able to receive the amount of 1,50,000, so he or she has to return this amount to insurance company, because all the leftover parts of car are owned by the insurance company. Alright, now see the next principle, that is principle of mitigation of loss. According to this principle, the insured person must take care of his property or subject matter of insurance in the same way as he would take care without taking the insurance policy. That means after getting insurance policy, the insured person must not careless about his property. Say for example, if he takes insurance of his house, so he is liable to take care of his house from any natural calamity like rain, flood or earthquake in the same manner as he would take care without taking insurance. Means he would make reasonable efforts and take all available precautions to save the insured property. So principle of mitigation of loss is a fundamental principle. Under this principle, the insured must give his 100% to save his property and not just sit and watch destruction of this property. All tough his property is insured, his effort should be there to minimize the losses. Alright. So next principle is principle of contribution. This principle is applied when insured person has taken insurance of same subject matter with two different insurance company or with the same company under two different policies. Insurance is possible in case of indemnity contract like fire, marine and property insurance. Double insurance policy is adopted where the financial position of the insurer is doubtful. The insured cannot recover more than the actual loss and cannot claim the whole amount from both the insurers. So, in principle of insurance, a principle of contribution is the fundamental principle. The principle of indemnity is conclusive of the principle of contribution. That means we can say that it is the extension of principle of indemnity. Under this principle, the insured has the liberty to claim only on the actual damages from one insurer or the other insurers. Alright. Next principle is principle of causa proxima. So, proximate cause literally means the nearest cause or direct cause. This principle is applicable when the loss is the result of two or more causes. The proximate cause means the most dominant and most effective cause of loss is considered. The principle is applicable when there are series of causes of damage or loss. So, in principle of insurance, a principle of causa proxima is the fundamental principle. This principle consists of to find one or more reasons for the cause, and the nearest cause should be taken into account to decide the liability of the insurer. According to this principle, the cause or reason for the loss must be related to the subject matter of the insurance contract. If loss is due to some other cause, then the insurer can deny to pay the compensation. Say for example, if a person gets insurance for his factory against loss of fire insurance, and if his factory is damaged by any other cause, say for example earthquake or flood, so insured person is not able to get compensation from the insurance company because the cause is not related to the subject matter of the insurance contract. Alright. Thank you so much.